Thank everybody for coming along and celebrating my mum and dad's golden wedding anniversary. You'll probably expect me to read out a poem. I'm quite infamous for writing poems and things like this, but I've took a break for that. And I'm just going to sort of try and tell a few stories that are things that have happened over the years. Probably one thing you didn't know is a lot of people think that Suzanne's my older sister. But we're actually twins. It's just that I was that lazy I refused to come in for 2.5 years. No one's really changed, to be honest with you. But talking about Suzanne, what can I say about the day? I can't take any credit for any of this. She's put it all together. She's a bit of a control freak when it comes to stuff like this. But my dad's taught me well, I delegated really well. So. Yeah, honestly, Suzanne, I can't thank you enough. Mum and Dad, it's, as I say, Suzanne has put everything together. I can't take any credit for that at all. Apart from just telling her what to do, that was all.
You go here.
Here's my glasses if need be.
That's alright, just can't read mine right, and that's all right.
That's why I
So
found mine.
something happened last year that took me a flashback to our childhood. And it was something I was fishing at Cobonshaw with my dad. I think it was last year, it might have been earlier on this year, but it was probably this time last year. And I'll talk about that in a wee minute, but it gave me a flashback to years ago. We were on holiday one year. We used to spend years touring the Highlands through the summer, and probably 3 weekends out of 4 we would go to Kilkeel, Inver, Aberfeldy, stuff like that. So it was one summer we were in Inverness, and the campsite was just outside Inverness, and there was a wee river that was right next to the caravan site, surprisingly enough. And my dad had this fishing rod with just a treble hook, and there was all these loads of minnows just floating about and swimming about, and it was kind of a walk in the duck, and we were hooking these fish out the water. And the next thing, my dad had lifted the hook up, and it snagged on something, and the next thing it was in his finger. It was a big treble hook, and it was right in his finger. It didn't miss. And I just remember, I don't know if there was an ambulance called or something, but there was some sort of medical person arrived anyway and told us that my dad had to go to the hospital. Well, that was an uproar. Me and Suzanne were like, honestly, I think somebody had been killed this evening. We were quite emotional people. Just to let you understand how emotional things go, Suzanne once ruined a full week in Aberfeldy because Bobby Yoon died in Dallas. That's totally genuine, my mum will back that honestly. She was heartbroken for a full week, ruined the full week in Aberfeldy. We definitely take her emotional side after my mum. My dad's a wee bit very cool cucumber. Just in the case of that, as I say, I got a flashback to this last year because that day we were up in Cobonshaw, and I got a phone call from Lithgow Academy saying that Michael wasn't very well. Could I go and pick him up? As it turns out, it wasn't even Michael, they'd made a mistake. But my dad was taking me back in, and as we were passing through into the jetty area where the boats go, I said, Dad, your rod's got caught. So he tried to unhook his rod. What happens? The hook come flying over and he's got the finger. So I didn't realise until we got out the boat that it was well in. It was in again. So she said, I'll go and get, I can't mind the boy's name, I think it's Ian or something like that. He said, go and get Ian. So the boy comes out and has a look at it and he went, alright, no bother. And pulls out a pair of long nose pliers out his pocket. Now for years and years, honestly I'm now 45, I kind of look younger than that, but I'm now 45. And for years I've always wondered how they got that treble hook out my dad's finger at Inverness Hospital. So I kind of loved it that day. And the boy Ian just went, look that way, and I stupidly went, eh? And I looked round to see what he was talking about. The next thing he just yanked this hook out my dad's finger. And I'm going, ah! Standing there. My dad must have been cringing with embarrassment. He was just standing there going, oh, that's stopping his finger, he's just standing there. That's a kind of indication of the different emotions that we definitely take our emotions off of. But there's actually been a few fishing incidents over the years, so to speak. Fort William was another favourite place we used to go to through the summer. I don't know why, because it peed the rain every bloody year we went. But honestly, we're still yet to see Ben Nevis. The caravan site was right at the boat there. Anyway, one year we were there, the rain was that bad. This was how bad the rain was. there used to be some sort of salmon reservoir or a fishery or a farm, a salmon farm, quite close to where there was another river at the bottom of this caravan site, by the way, before going. No surprise there. And for some reason there was that much rain fell that the salmon fishery, some of the fish had spilled into the river. So they put a ban on the river for fishing because of this. Cracking 20-pound salmon and stuff like that. My dad didn't know nothing about it. I was out down at the bottom of the field, and it was the woman who ran the caravan site I used to pal about with her son, and he told me about it. He was fishing away and hooking every single cast, he's hooking a fish. So I went up and told my dad, and my dad's like, aye, whatever. I think he was believing me. But finally, we got the dug, got the fishing rod, we went down to the river, and he didn't, I mean, I came for a fact, if my dad thought this was true, he'd have been the one casting the rod, but he never. He just stood there with the dug, and I cast the rod, bang, straight away, 7.5-pound salmon on the end of the rod. And I was only a wee laddie, and I couldn't reel this fish in, and my dad took the rod and we got this salmon in. So Dad's hit it in the top of the head, what have you. And just as we've turned round, must have been about, it was a big flat field just to the side of the river, about 1,000 years away. You could see this police car pulling up. Totally genuine, right? And these two coppers getting out of the car. So my dad's just cool as a cucumber, takes the rod, walks out of these big huge reeds and planks the rod down. And to my total amazement, he stuffs the fish down his throat. And he starts walking towards the police. We could have went another way. So I just never thinking of that, my dad anymore. So we're getting towards these coppers, and they've stopped and asked my dad if we've seen any poachers. And my dad's saying, no, we've not seen any poachers. And just at that point, and I tell you, totally genuine, he hadn't killed the bloody fish right, he was starting to wriggle about under his top. Totally genuine. To this day I didn't care how they never noticed. But they never noticed, away they went and we got there, we got back to the campsite with this fish. I still never got my halfers for that fish, by the way. But we've not always been lucky when it comes to fishing stories. Like one year we visited Granton and Spey. My dad, I think, did have a permit to fish on the River Spey. He was just using the ring bait, and we got caught using the ring bait. So basically he was getting done with poaching for salmon. And this big sergeant, or whatever he was at the time, was trying to probably crack the whip a wee bit, and he decided he was taking my dad's car off him. And he took my dad's car off him. And I don't know if my dad ended up backhanding them the money or whatever he done to get his car back. But the deal was that he could get his car back as long as we left Granton and Spey immediately. So for years we joked that if anybody's ever been to Granton and Spey, there's a sign that says, "Thank you for visiting Granton and Spey, haste you back." And we always joked that in brackets except the Nicholson family. So finally, 1985, we decided to go a wee bit further afield on a trip to Cornwall. And it was a 16-hour trip. It took us 16 hours to get there, and it was horrendous. My mum felt she'd never go back, but we did go back 5 years later actually. But we done it in about 3 day period. But 16-hour drive, and on the way down, we were going down with two other couples. Mum and Dad were part of a caravan club at the time. And it was the Davies family, and it was, what was Yvonne and Thingy's mum and dad called? Can't remember their second name. Mary and Rab. Fraser. But they were travelling down themselves. So Ron and Margaret's car, they were in front of us on the M6. And I don't even know quite where we were, it doesn't matter, but it was maybe about halfway into the journey. And my dad had a CB radio at the time, and Ron had a CB radio. So we were able to communicating all the time through their CB. But every time one of the trucks passed Ron's caravan, it would sway a wee bit. It was as if there was a problem. It just caused the caravan to start swaying. Well, one of these times, the caravan just started swaying out of control, and no joking, Ron put his car in the middle lane of the 3-lane motorway, and it was swaying right across to the third lane and right across to the first lane and back and forth. My mum was screaming like a banshee. And actually what the problem was, the guys had soft tyres on the caravan, that's what it was. But I always remember that, because my dad had the CV, and it's on the channel 19, that's the trucker channel, by the way, Breaker 19. So, and I always remember these truck drivers were making comments. Look at him, he's away again. They go, look, that's him swaying again. And I just remember my dad picking up the microphone and going, this is Nicky Kingfisher, never you minded the caravan. never you mind the caravan. Again, for months I was bragging about that to all my pals, and my dad was my hero for standing up to these truckers. You heard my dad by his keen at large to these truckers. So when I passed my test, I got my NCB and I tried that, I didn't have the same. I was just lucky I drove a Talbot Solara, it was a wee bit faster than a truck, and I might have been bother for my cheek.
We all had that.
My dad says the best thing that happened during that journey was, after that incident, my mum never spoke for 8 hours.
And then for 3 weeks I couldn't sleep for came back up the road.
We finally got there, and the place must have thought we were nut jobs.
Wasn't it, I thought?
They positioned their caravans into like a triangle, because it was quite a windy place. It was quite windy. So to act as sort of like a windbreaker to gears on, they put a caravan there, another two like that, so it was like a closed triangle. And then one night we were all sitting playing, they usually played their partner whist and we would be doing whatever. And my dad had a big red Cortina Crusader estate car, and it came rolling right in through the awning, remember that? Again my mum screeching, ah! The following day my dad was booked to go shark fishing. And the night before that, Ben, we had a Springer Spaniel called Ben, he jumped the fence and started chasing all the sheep in the field next to the caravan site. Because we were always in the luxurious places like that. And when my dad got up in the morning, he couldn't find his keys for the car to go fishing. So he said, I must have dropped them in the field. So away he goes, somebody gave him a run down to the fishing, and there was, I think it was 11 or 12 of us in this field for about half an hour all trying to find these keys. We were all just walking about for ages. And then we decided to come up with a plan. We would all stand in a line and sweep right across the field, and then move right up and then sweep right back across again. And we found the keys. But always remember that everybody in that campsite must have thought we were absolutely after nuts. But
Well, my dad was fishing and we were all looking for the keys.
I did find them. But talking about my dad, he's had a few statuses over the year that you could describe as being a hero. In fact, his first hero status came when he saved a set of false teeth when he was a lifeguard. He was actually a hairdresser called Frank, remember him, Dad? Apparently had a crush on my dad. Dad, unfortunately Frank couldn't come today. He's got a dentist appointment. And then, a few years later, some people who lived in the street for many years will remember this, he actually ran into Kenny Pringle's house and saved his son Ian because he'd left the chip pan on and the kitchen was on fire. So my dad basically saved that man's life. That wasn't meant to be funny, so I'm glad Nene laughed at that. And then you've got the honest side of my dad. The Sheraton Hotel in Edinburgh, been there for a long donkey's years now, but before it was built, my dad actually worked on the foundations of that hotel. It was him that dug out all the foundations on his big digger. And he found a time capsule, discovered a time capsule. It was 136 years old at the time, and it contained old newspapers and gold coins and sovereigns. They'd actually be in the region of about hundreds of thousands of pounds now, what they'd be worth in the day's money. My dad was that honest that he handed them in. Actually, he wasn't really, somebody gassed them up. But he received £100 and 2 Edinburgh Crystal glasses for his honesty. And then to top that off, what happened was, if you remember years ago in Scottish News, they used to have a wee 5-minute section at the end of it. It was like a local section. They'd done a wee story on something local to your area. And Jim White, who's now a presenter on Sky Sports, was the guy that done it at the time. He was a newsreader. The older generation will remember that. And Jim White interviewed my dad about this, about the time capsule. And he says, "No, right, unless something else comes in, your story will go on the news tonight at 5 to 6. So there we were, sitting, waiting on my dad coming on the telly. And they put on a bloody story about rocking chairs. I told the Jay, I'll never forget that. It wasn't even a local guy in Edinburgh that made these rocking chairs, and this is the story they read. Again, I never watched Jim White for about 10 years after that. But we did get our time on the telly when the Beach Grove Gardens came to Murrayfield Terrace when the McBains across the road. So
Jim.
Rocking chairs were good, but
Jimmy Sweetpea.
And obviously, to speak about my magnificent mum, the words can't put into words how we all feel about my mum. I mean, my dad was always a grafter. He was always out. I don't even remember my dad taking a day off of work, being unwell. And he was probably, obviously, must have been unwell through the years, but it was for that era where he just got up and going with it. But obviously, when my dad was out grafting, my mum was the person in the house watching us, looking after us, and she's done that with something like 169, 170 children through the years. Now, my mum will be the first to confess that she couldn't have done that without my dad's support, but she was the one that kind of done all this. All our charity work through the years, and to top that off, to get recognised by receiving a British Empire Medal for the Queen, that's probably one of the proudest moments in my life, to be honest with you, for my mum to be given that accolade. A letter coming through the door for the Prime Minister, and then I'm going to a garden party with the Queen to get presented with a British Empire Medal. How I would describe my mum is that, if you remember the movie Mary Poppins, and the scene where they're using the measuring tape to measure the kids, and Mary Poppins measures herself, and it says Mary Poppins practically perfect in every way. But what he's didn't ken was, see just above that bit of the measuring tape is a photo of my mum. That's as Suzanne said, the best parents. I mean, they also gave me plenty of advice over the years too. I just didn't listen to it. Suzanne did. But 50 years together, and you would think that, what's the basis of a strong marriage? And I think this sort of sums it up, just to finish off what the basis of a strong marriage is. I was at my mum's last week, and she said, "Here son, what about your dad last night?" And I said, "What?" She says, "Well, we're lying in bed, and I just said to him, Nicky, that's coming up on 50 years we've been together. See, when we came to bed years ago, you used to hold my hand." My dad turned round and gave her hand a wee squeeze, turned back round and started snoring again. And she went, "Nicky, see, years ago, you used to stroke my hair." My dad turned round, patted her in the heat, turned back round and started snoring again. And she went, "And Nicky," he's like, "What? See, years ago, you used to bite my neck." Next time my dad jumped up out the bed, she says, "Where are you going?" He goes, "I'm going to the bathroom to get my teeth." That doesn't even happen, by the way. But on that note, I would like everybody to raise their glass to my mum and dad for their golden wedding. Happy anniversary, love you loads.
Thanks very much, everybody, for coming. I'm sure them that didn't marry will be missing themselves.